Yeah, in slum national, underground thunder bounce when I stomp the ground. Like a million elephants, a silverback orangutan, you can't stop a train. Who wants some, don't come unprepared, I'll be there. But when I leave there, better be a household name. Weatherman telling us it ain't gonna rain. So now we sitting in a drop top soaking wet. In a silk suit, trying not to sweat.
Hey, what's going on? Animal here, back at you in Lakewood, California. Today, we're coming at you with a brand new product called Heads Up Stabilizer, created by Steve Weaver. We're going to talk to him about how it works, why he created it, and also he's going to tell you about the technique that it's going to help kids to help avoid those neck and spinal cord injuries. We're also talking about Craig Burris. Craig Burris, we talked about him before. He is the National Commissioner for the AYF. First off, I talked to my pal here, John. John, how do you like the stabilizer? He's concentrating. Right now, let's go talk to Steve. Let's head over to Steve right now.
The Heads Up Stabilizer was invented one day after watching a collegiate football game, Ohio State versus Penn State. The cornerback for Penn State went in to make a tackle near the goal line. He came in. Unfortunately for him, he dropped his head, which is the most common mistake all players make. In fact, they've done a research study and found out that it's an instinctual thing. First thing a player does, close his eyes, then he drops his head. The defensive back dropped his head, made contact with the fullback's thigh, and at that moment you can see the compression of the spine. His whole body goes limp. I rewinded the film, watched it over and over and over again, and decided we can fix this. How? The Heads Up Stabilizer. And what we've invented here is a training aid product that teaches muscle memory in a player that during practice and drills, they cannot and should not drop and lower their head at any time. What happens with the stabilizer is if a player goes in to make a hit, whether he's tackling, blocking, regardless, he tries to drop his head, the forehead gets pinned into the front of the helmet. As he tries to drop the back of the helmet, gets pinned into the stabilizer, and it keeps the player in the anatomically correct heads-up position every time. The heads-up stabilizer provides full range of motion from left to right, side to side, and backwards. But again, the most common mistake for all players is the dropping of the chin and the forehead. The stabilizer prevents you from doing that. The stabilizer is perfect for any position. It makes no difference if you're a quarterback, offensive lineman, center, defensive back, it makes no difference. Put it on your players, run through your drills and your practice, and in a few weeks you're going to find your players are going to be doing the proper and perfect form every time. The last unique feature of the stabilizer is what's called the tuck and go attachment. The stabilizer is not to be worn in a game or during scrimmage, just during your practice drills. When you get ready for that, simply detach it from the back of the helmet, tuck it under, and there's a reattachment spot on the back, folds right there, and a player can go in and get ready to scrimmage.
So this is not game time use?
Not game time use at all. It teaches the player through their drills and through their practice how to appropriately block, tackle, regardless of what position they're playing. As you can see, Anthony and Andrew's heads are both dropped, placing them in the anatomically incorrect position where at the most risk for head and neck injuries when they make contact, right there. As you can see, with the heads-up stabilizer on, Anthony and Andrew are in the anatomically correct position. This is what you want to happen every time once you're in a game or a scrimmage without the stabilizer. Taught appropriate technique and form so they're not hurt, they're not injured, they can go out and play safely.
Now I'm with Craig Burris, National Football Commissioner for AYF. Now, Craig, how you doing? Tell me, now this is an endorsed product by AYF on the website. You just came on, right?
Absolutely.
And where is it? Is it easy to find?
Yeah, you just go on to AmericanYouthFootball.com, and there's a link there, and you click on Head Up Stabilizer, and then it'll give you all the information leading you to Steve's product.
Now, would you like to see this a mandatory product?
It would be great to see this as a mandatory product, especially for the younger kids. When you're 7, 8, 9-year-old, the first thing you're going to do is dropping your head. And when you talk to parents, especially mothers, their thing is neck injury. That's always the biggest problem.
Of course.
The stabilizer will help train this, and over a period of time, as you grow up in the program, you'll automatically keep your head up because you've been trained that way. So I think it's very important, and I think it's going to be a good thing to have around.
On the website again?
It's AmericanYouthFootball.com.
AmericanYouthFootball.com. Okay, let's go over to Steve. Steve, hey, thank you very much. Great product. Heads Up Stabilizer. Everybody's going to be hearing about it. Tell me a little bit about your website.
Our website is headsupstabilizer.com. It has all the information you need on the product as well as statistics. It has videos on safe tackling, on how to play with your head up, and pictures of a coach's manual on how to actually use the product. So we're providing everything for you right there on our site.
All right, Steve, thank you very much again for coming out here, letting us check out your product and letting everybody really check it out. And for all of you out there, I mean, signing your kid up to play football, around $150. Heads-up stabilizer, $24.95. Buying the heads-up stabilizer and avoiding a head or neck injury that's going to hurt for the rest of your life, priceless. Hey, I'm Jeff Scott, the animal with KSNN.